Leadership Development in Difficult Times.
Hi, I'm Ivan Herold. Nice to have you with us. We understand that, of course, much church life has been cancelled because of the pandemic, but your leadership development need not be cancelled. You can actually achieve a lot of it through the work that we're going to share with you now. Because it's on electronic file, it's very practical. Throughout the world, we've got churches that are using leadership, personality versus character. Just the other day, I was helping a church here in Sydney do their leadership development by distance, by looking at and using some of the studies in here. So in this pandemic situation, there's no reason why we shouldn't be developing our leaders, and this sort of a resource is absolutely vital. The study of leadership, personality and character is 330 different studies on the life of King David. It's been a life work for me, but it's a very, very practical material for leadership development. Within leadership, personality versus character, there are 12 actual chapters, or the 12 environments of David's life and leadership. For example, I start in chapter 1 with the deafening issue and disaster of David's adultery issue. And so you can't handle David's leadership before you handle that. Chapter 2 is dealing with preparation for greatness. Chapter 3 is confronting his giants. Chapter 4 is he's standing amongst his peers. Chapter 5 is when our dreams are attacked. Chapter 7, and on it goes. Let me just flip over. Chapter 8, failure to bring correction. And each of the chapters are different phases of David's life, and you'll find them absolutely relevant for your leadership development in your church. The material in leadership, personality versus character is all print ready. Here's just a sample of one of the studies. You can see this one's running at about 3 pages. You've got the introduction, you've got material for the leadership groups to work together on in their home. They can relate to each other, supporting scriptures, challenging maxims, discussion questions. So it's all print ready for you to use with your leadership group. What's important is having something to use in the restricted gathering conditions that are on us at the moment with this pandemic issue. And so the studies are all print ready. You can develop a file. Say you want to do 3 of them. You can just pick them out, copy them, put them in a file, send them to each of your leaders, and there you have them interrelating. You make one of the conditions that they phone each other and talk about and discuss. And so you have leadership development at a distance in a very critical time. This is the promotional version of the entire study, Leadership, Personality and Character. We want to get it to you, and it'll give you, just in 8 pages, the overall development of the Leadership Development Program. But then it's got the index at the back of the whole 330 studies, and it'll really give you insight. You've only got to email us and we'll send it out to you totally free. Finally, you're probably asking, but what's the cost? And no, there is no more. We're not going to send you 2. I am actually giving this entire work of 330 studies on King David's life with all of the material entirely free, because I want to support ministers. It's always been my life goal to support ministers. My office, however, is charging $20 just to handle, that is all, the entire email connection, sending you the file, making sure everything's okay. So you can refer on to your friends in your Facebook. That's what we want you to do. Refer on this material. After you've seen this, refer it on to your friends. Share this post with your Facebook friends, particularly those in ministry. But the finances, negligible at just $20. Email us and we'll get the file to you. So why don't you contact us, OzFame, so that you can get the introductory profile, plus 3 sample studies will be sent to you as well. The address is coming onto the screen that you can contact. May God bless you in your leadership development. Even though churches are closed, leadership development and church life isn't.